evening, everybody. November 30th off Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com, live on Twitch. Good to see you guys. Hopefully everybody's happy to be here. After just watching an amazing flight by SN8 from SpaceX, we're sitting on the ground in Chihuahua, and we're going to Lake Charles. Let's get started.
Good afternoon, Eagle County Ground, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo. We're at the ramp ready for taxi, runway 25. We'll take the apron, Alpha 3, Alpha, runway 25, hold short, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo. Clear to Ottawa, Leicester 2, runway 6 left, 0544, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo. Clear land, runway 7, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo.
Good evening, everybody. November 30th off Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com, live on Twitch. It's Wednesday, December the 9th, and we just watched history in the making as SpaceX and Elon Musk's team successfully did a launch of the SN8 spacecraft known as Starship. It was actually really awesome to watch after last night's scrub at like T-minus 0.01 seconds. It was actually really awesome to see how that went, and although it was an anomaly at the end, it was fucking cool to watch. It was really cool. How's it going, Neil? J99, clearly you guys are part of the 327,000 people that were watching that stream, which is absolutely fantastic. What an amazing stream that was. Like, that just was amazing. Everything from the launch, although I thought they had a couple of flameouts. I guess somebody has tweeted now and they said that the fuel pressure was under pressure before it landed, so there wasn't enough oomph, I guess, for the thrust that they wanted there to be. But I'm sure the data that they collected, the telemetry off that rocket, was absolutely incredible learning experience for them. And don't fret, SN9 is already built and ready to be moved to the pad. I'm sure they'll be cleaning that shit up and moving it over the next few days. That was absolutely, yeah, you're right, Neil. That was absolutely spectacular. The way it came down and just didn't have enough oomph, it was a little too hard, but just watching it just implode into that big fireball was absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything like that in my lifetime. So really glad I got to watch that. Guys, thanks very much for hanging out here. Absolutely great. We're sitting on the ground in Chihuahua, and we're going to make our way to Lake Charles. And we're going to do that without any issues. If you have any questions, as always, guys, please jam in the chat. Looks like my camera, yeah, the green flame, exactly. Looks like my camera might be a little low, but on the other hand, it might not be too bad either. All right, let's see how things go. We're using a new headset here. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but look, it's wireless. It's really good. We'll see. I'm sure I'm going to have some tweaking to do afterwards. All right, guys, we're sitting on the ramp in Chihuahua. The battery's on. The nav light is on. The beacon light is on. Seatbelt signs are on. Props are all the way forward. Excuse me. Parking brake is set. And, well, let's go ahead and spin number one tonight. Here we go. Number one, we've got ignition start and one rotation. ITT's rising. Oil pressure's coming up. Watch the oil pressure light. It should go out here momentarily. 40 PSI. It's out. Through 9.5. Everything's looking good and in the green, and in goes the fuel. through 27% N1, watching the ITT climb. Make sure it doesn't do anything it's not supposed to do. Stay out of the red, please. Thank you. 40% N1 and coming up on 50. That's starter cutout. Master caution. Good start on number 1. Let's check the generator. On comes the generator. We pick up the voltage. We pick up the load. Everything looks good. Generator 1 off. Master caution. Here we go with number 2. We're spinning it up. And away we go. We've got ignition start and 1 rotation. ITT's rising. Oil pressure's coming up. Oil pressure light, it will go out here shortly. And the fuel pressure light went off as it's supposed to. Through 10.5, in goes Gen 1. And in goes the fuel. Digio83, just wanted to say hi, Trev. Working like crazy. Had 88 hours last week. That's okay, Digio. No worries. We're getting a little started late because we were too busy having fun watching the SpaceX SN8 explode as it came down for a landing. It was awesome. Master caution and both engines back to low idle. Let's check the generator. Gen 2's coming on. We pick up the load and we got voltage. Gen 2 off, or Gen 1 off, sorry. Master caution. Gen 2 picks up the load. Gen 1 back on. Everything looks really good. Avionics are coming on. Pitot heat, windshield heat. Tail light can go on. Recognition lights, they can go on. Bleeds and blowers for now. Let's get cooling off in here. And 1 notch flap. All right, we'll get this guy to give us a little bit of a pushy. And we'll be good. I think Microsoft did another update tonight before we loaded this thing, so I can't honestly tell you what's going to be broke and what isn't going to be broke. Did the warping key come? It sure did, Reading Rich. The day it expired, it showed up, so it was awesome. Digio, thanks, man. Appreciate it. You have get to bed, and we'll talk to you soon, my friend. Really glad that you dropped in just to say hi, though. I appreciate that. Yeah, Reading Rich. The warping key came. I didn't even turn on the machine, which would have been the day it expired. I just plugged it in, turned it on, and poof, away it went. Although something's happened between last night and today, because I noticed my screens are just a little bit of I've just got a teeny bit of what do you call it? I can't think of what it's called. No, not worried about the fisheye. It's a little bit of out of focus because the two images, although they're overlapped, they're slightly off just a tad. All right, there, we'll stop back there. Ooh, I almost pushed back into that airplane. Take care, buddy. Yeah, so it's actually pretty neat. I don't have writing on the screen, although like I said, a little bit of projector misalignment, which I'll fix this weekend, no issues. That's awesome. That was a fantastic show put on by SpaceX. Absolutely loved everything about it. We'll give them a little flash of the taxi light here. Taxi light is on. Auto feather, auto ignition is coming on. Lights are all green, annunciators are out. And 122,950. 122,950 because there is no CTAF for here. And 36 right, we want to go off. Chad Sky Blue Radio, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Happy December the 9th, SpaceX SN8 Day. Chihuahua traffic, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo, taxi to runway 36 right via Alpha 36 left. And Echo. Chihuahua traffic. Yeah, so are you. So are you! Oh, crap. I can't. Oh, I guess I can see it there. Turn that off. Let's see if I can find it. It's on the wrong monitor. I did not leave things on the right monitor. Let's try this again. And I almost can't see. Chihuahua traffic, radio check.
Wait, sound much better.
Excellent. Chihuahua traffic, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo. We're going to taxi to runway 36 right via Alpha 36 left Echo 36 right, hold short. Chihuahua traffic. Here we go.
November 312 traffic, November 540 Charlie, same thing you just said.
Not a lot of room here, but we'll go around this way. That's better. That feels so much better, actually, without that writing on there. Whoa, this would make somebody sick if they weren't careful. All right, EGPWS test. Governor check. Governor. We're going to check the feathers and the governor. That works pretty good. Let's keep this thing going, please. Wow, that sounds incredible with this headset and the outside speakers. What a difference. Low head pressure caused the Raptor engines to ramp up fully, but they didn't ramp up. Oh, not to wrap up fully.
They did not ramp up fully for the landing.
Yeah.
Thank you for the correction there. I forgot one word. Not.
Yep. I'm gonna have to turn you down though. Somehow.
That's because Elon does not have that word in his vocabulary.
Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me. All right, let me see if I can see Discord. I don't think I can even see it in my list here. Shit, I have to get out. That's the problem with that.
I'll just talk softer.
Nah, it's not. You shouldn't have to do that. Let me see if I can bring you down. Talk for me.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a little better. All right, let's try that. I don't know. You are excessively loud this evening for some reason. I don't know if you're on a different mic.
Nope, same old stuff.
Well, it's perfect. I've got you sorted out. All right. Oh, yeah? All right, I know why that is. I'll have to fix it in a minute, though. That's funny, Replica. I know why. And the question is... The question is if it's echo, because my headset's picking it up, or if it's because of the output. Chihuahua traffic, KingAir November 30 at Alpha Kilo, crossing runway 04 on Alpha for 36 right. You don't hear an echo. It'll only be when disavowed talks or when drone talks on the radio, probably. I know the audio is going to be a little fucked up.
Over 54 Delta Charlie is crossing runway 4 and Alpha for 36 right.
I'll have to probably do some figuring out over the weekend. Definitely going to have to do some audio fixing because this, unfortunately, by using this, it kind of eliminates my mixer, which I kind of didn't want to do, but we'll have to see how this goes. I think there's another way I can do it. If I really put my head together, I can probably do it another way. All right, so 23,000 is the cruise tonight. We're on our way to Lake Charles. A little bit of a long taxi here, that's for sure. Yaw damper, flight director, LNAV, engage. Everything looks good. Before takeoff checklist, we've got the flaps are set. Prop sync is off. Bleeds and blowers will be off. Auto feather and auto ignition are on. Props are all the way forwards. And will be engines to high idle. We can do that now. Chihuahua traffic, KingAir November 3rd at Alpha Kilo, or off Alpha onto 36 left to Echo, Chihuahua traffic. Taxi to the back 40, that's exactly what it feels like. This is more of a service road nowadays than it is a taxiway, but we're using it as a taxiway. All right, we're clear on the left, clear on the right. Strobe lights are going on. Trim is set. Annunciators are out.
Chihuahua traffic, November 54 Delta Charlie will be back to 36 left for 36 straight.
How's it going, Johnny DeTheo? Good to see you, buddy. Just getting ready to depart Chihuahua in Mexico, and we're making our way to Lake Charles. Yeah, exactly, reading Rich. So kind of the way I see it. Look at this. Found another service road. All right, strobe lights are going off. Chihuahua traffic, KingAir November 3rd at Alpha Kilo. We're positioned to hold runway 36 right for departure to the northeast, Chihuahua. All right, nobody's coming in on the right. That's all clear. Left is clear. Strobe lights are going back on. Taxi lights are off. Landing lights are going on. One notch flaps, bleeds and blowers, they're off. Trim is set.
November 54 Delta Charlie holding short runway 36 right.
Wasn't there an airport around here? Yeah. Have you used Flight Plan? Nope. I can't think of that. I use SimBrief all the time. All right. Windsock looks good. METAR's good. V-speeds are good. Here we go, folks. All right. Engines are coming up. Engines are stable. 2 engines in the green. Takeoff power is set. Still 2 engines in the green. Speed tape is alive and on both sides. That's checked.
Chihuahua traffic, November 54 Delta Charlie is going to be landing at runway 36 for departure.
Chihuahua traffic, KingAir November 3rd at Alpha Kilo, rolling 36 right for departure to the northeast, Chihuahua. Pause rate. Gears coming up. Props are coming back to 1550. Torque coming back.
Control traffic on car 4 Delta Charlie. It's going to be rolling runway 36 to right for departure to the north.
Flaps. Oh my god, Replica, really? That sucks, bud. Alright, landing lights are off, seatbelt signs are off, bleeds and blowers are going back on, auto feather, auto ignition, coffee pot, for those of you that want it. Oh, that sucks, Replica. Oh, okay, well that's not too bad then. Yeah, that's a huge positive there, Chad, because that can be a real issue. Through 8800 in the soup for sure. Those engines sound amazing. No, I don't think so, Replica. Believe it or not, you'd be awfully surprised on what I've got. First of all, my Windows is on a separate drive than my flight sim stuff is, for starters. Plus, I also have backups of all my chit. It would be a pain in the dick, like you said, for sure, but it would not ruin me. It would just piss me off a little bit. All right, we'll go ahead straight to CUU2. Mosh, how's it going, buddy? You flew in some snow today around your home. Holy crap. Your work season is officially over. Well, is that a good thing, dude? Wouldn't you want to keep working through the winter? No? Wow. I guess maybe you do little jobs or emergency things for your existing clients, maybe, but... Uh-oh. Taxi lights seem to be failed on that indicator. There we go. Prop sync is coming on. Okay. Just small stuff, nothing major. Oh, I want to work. Oh, I see. Commando Solo, how are you doing, buddy? All right, coming up on You want to work 20 days a week? That's not really that possible, but it's just, you got to be able to make that work for your schedule. If you can afford to work for 20 hours a week, then that's what you should do. "20 days." I know it was a joke. Alright, let's go to CU8. Alright. That should sort that out. And now I'll just get rid of the Discord echo because I do know how to get rid of that. And the ATC echo, I'll get rid of that. Let's go ahead and do that while we're sitting here before Mr. Zodius gets his brain tilted. We will get her fixed. Thanks for hanging out, guys. November 38 Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing well. It's actually pretty cool because with this wireless headset, I kind of know what the fuck I'm doing, and I don't really have to worry. I don't really have to worry about tripping over cords. Alright, now the question with this was that, so that means this one had to be this, which will fix Discord. Talk for me, Disavowed, please.
Talking to you, baby.
That's better. I'll put you back where you belong. And for the ATC client, this one I might have to do some work with, but for now I'll get rid of the echo by doing USB audio device. Can you talk to me for a second, 5-4 Delta Charlie?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, he's quiet.
I have to restart my flight here real quick, but everything's okay now.
Probably be better if I'm in there.
And, I shouldn't be too far behind you.
Alright, that should fix that. For now, we'll try it. We'll try it!
This passing 16,000 for 23, I think it is.
The trick with that, the biggest trick with that is that, if I'm sitting here, I can't hear it that well. That's the only trick, which is weird because I think it's only coming out on the one side, but the ATC audio is here. I have the monitors turned up. I think I can turn that up without it affecting the stream. I think I can turn that one up. Yeah, that one does not affect the stream, but it allows me... It's still doubling? Oh, wait. I know why. No, I don't see anything. I wonder if it's that stupid listen to crap that I have set up so I can hear the audio. Fix yo shit, yo. Zodius coming in with Twitch Prime. That's 16 months. Thanks, Zodius. Fix yo shit, yo. Yeah, exactly. I gotta fix my shit, man. I gotta fix my shit. I just, it's tricky to do because I'm really not. In order for me to be able to hear what's going on with the outside airplane, I set it up to listen to, which I probably could get rid of that, but then nobody else would be able to hear the audio from... Shit, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's the only thing is the main... There's a way to do it. I guess I just didn't think about it straight up. Because I think it's because it's being doubled here. I'm sure it's because it's being doubled to the Realtek high definition auto. I think that's where the problem lies. It's coming through that and duplicating to my ears, but for some reason it's being doubled in the system. Yeah, well, turning the volume on the... No, I wouldn't, Replica. That's the problem. Just turn the device off. There. The device is off, but you won't be able to hear it on the stream. You can still hear the airplane engines on the stream. But I would not be able to hear... Well, that... 5-4 Delta Charlie radio check.
5x5, loud and clear and clean.
Disavowed, are you in Discord?
Yes.
Okay. So... Oh, so you don't... That's what I thought. You don't hear... You still have the echo. But you don't hear the airplane engines anymore. No, I'm not using voice meter Mosh. I'm actually using a legit Yamaha mixer. So this will put the airplane engines back in. There's just no way. I'm not sure why the audio is doubling from the other two, except if I do this. I could do this. I could do this. Which one is it? Let's try this. Are you there, Disavowed? All right. 5-4 Delta Charlie radio check. Okay, so there, the guaranteed, the echo should be gone there. Yeah, well, the enunciator sound, that's something else. It's still on fire? Oh, that's awesome. It's exactly what it is. There's something in the OBS mixer that's messed. Because I only show two things that are lighting up, but there's something else in OBS. I think it's that. Yeah, well, that's what I'm looking at. There's a lot of them. There's nothing hidden. There's nothing hidden, but there are things that are going out to the stream which probably shouldn't be. For instance, this actually should be off because it's probably picking things up, although it's muted. This is me. That has to be on. Where is... mute output? That would basically turn everything off except for that should change. Rebooting the coffee pot does not help, unfortunately, but I would be happy to reboot the coffee pot for you anyways. I'm not quite sure why that is, but especially why you guys are getting an echo. Backtrack from OBS, see how Discord is. So, Disavowed, are you there now? Alright, so the question is whether or not you heard Disavowed on the stream. I'm guessing you did. And is he... doubled? Yeah, exactly, Scotty. But I do want to try because Zodius gets pissed. Okay, so he's not doubled. 5-4 Delta Charlie, radio check. Thanks, man. Alright, so now the question would be whether or not the ATC, you didn't hear Disavowed at all? Huh. Yeah, he might appreciate that. The question is, what the fuck did I just do to screw that up? Oh! Yeah, except now he might have been able to hear you. Yeah, he laughed, so clearly he can hear you now. I don't know. I don't know if it's duplicated or what it's doing, but anyway, we'll have a quick break here and then we'll go back in anyways. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. November 38 Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see us. Happy Wednesday to everybody. We're going to do a lot of work in here over the holidays. The vapor barrier will be covered up with drywall. Go figure. We're actually going to do all that shit. We got to do the vapor barrier. We're going to do some paint. Some really cool LED hooker lights. I think we need hooker lights. Doesn't everything sound better and look better when there's hooker lights? I did say. I said hooker lights. Everybody likes hooker lights. It kind of dusting today. You don't mind coming to look if there's hooker lights? No, there will not be a stripper pole, Zodius. Accord would approve if there were actually hookers. Well, that won't happen because I am happily married and love my wife more than anything. J-Lap, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Did you see J-Lap? Did you see this? Did you see J-Lap? Tell me you saw. Tell me you saw, J-Lap. You'd have to know what I'm talking about. Oh, Wolf to Fear. I seem to have stumbled on the wrong... No, it was not aborted, J-Lap. They launched it. At about, what, guys? Was it about 10 to 6 or something? Eastern? Yeah, it was beautiful, J-Lap. It was absolutely beautiful. And then when it landed into a complete and utter ball of fire, it was awesome. Right in the... Yeah, well, it's okay. We got SN9 next. You don't understand why it's still smoldering? You know how hot that fire would have been, Solo? The question is, what modifications do they need to make to it in order to keep that fuel head pressure where it needs to be? Maybe. Yeah, they may have actually shut the other two engines down, so they would be able to test how much performance they get off each engine individually in case they ever did have a flame out in launch. Then they would then know how many engines they could safely continue with. Yeah, it was incredible. It was just amazing. So, J-Lap, I'm sorry, dude, that you missed that. But go watch. Don't waste your time with any of the other crap there. Just go watch SpaceX's stream. You'll have to fast forward a little bit until you get to the actual launch. It was absolutely incredible. Oh, you're watching it now? Awesome. You're supposed to be watching this stream, though. You're pretty sure Replica happened to get to SN8? Replica, were you donating to Elon Musk? Were you donating? Yeah, I think Quirt's right. There was a lot of green flames, and at the end, as each engine actually went out, there was probably a little extra fire than inside the spacecraft that probably shouldn't have been there. But so donated. No, Replica was not donating, so Replica was not responsible for the crash. All right, guys, let's get back in the airplane. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. November 30 at Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see you. Look, guys, no text on the windows. We got the key. We got the key before she expired. So we're running on the full ultimate license now, which is absolutely incredible. And hopefully you guys are doing well. It auto-destructed right at the green flames, minus 1.5 to touchdown. You think? You actually think? I'm only 90% responsible for what you do to Cockpit Builders. Well, who's the other 10% responsible for? Disavowed, say something for me, please, to make sure I can hear you. Well, yeah, because, well, for the failures, I kind of did. Whoa, I just got this crazy three-dimensional feeling here. It's definitely with the text missing from the screen, it's totally more immersive. Grumpy Pirate, how's it going, buddy? Fess is responsible for my teaching me the ways of Arduino, for sure, 100%. Oh, does it, Quirt, did it even have landing legs? I didn't think it had landing legs. Alright, no problem. Radio check, does 5-4 Delta Charlie. Perfect, thank you. Yeah, exactly. I love that feeling too, Quirt. We're cruising here and I just feel that, like, I'm moving feeling. It's pretty awesome. All right, everything is monitored and in the green. Props are good. 1520 on the props. We could bring those up to 1550 a little bit. I wasn't looking for the legs, man. I was just watching it come down a little hard, and I was like, he's going to nail it. It's just too bad it didn't have enough thrust to hold it up. It was stellar. The question is if the disavowed and if drone on the radio are doubling or echoing still. See, I turned, you know what the big problem was, is the other microphone was, the old headset was sitting there, and I'm wondering if it was picking up some of the echo. Oh, it has stumpy legs inside the ring? Oh, wow. Yeah, Quirt, that was amazing. Better than any movie could have ever done. See, that's the thing, you know, in movies we get to see the special effects and the fake shit. But, that was a real explosion. It was awesome. So just watching it, the same engine that went green had issues at shutdown approaching altitude. No, it might have. They may have had something, but they said that the reason why it didn't have enough thrust is there wasn't enough fuel head pressure. So it's almost like they burnt too much fuel on the ascent and didn't quite have enough fuel for the landing or something. Not enough pressure, they said. Elon, I guess, tweeted it or something after the fact. I swear IRL lagged like KSP. I don't know. It was absolutely phenomenal to watch, though. History in the making right there. Yeah, which was pretty cool, and I thought that it was rather slow, and I thought myself that it was actually going to be going too far horizontally to be anywhere near where it needed to land. But then when it did that flip, I was like, no fucking way, that was too cool. Copper definitely burns green and blue and all kinds of other thing out. Methane is also blue, Quirt, you're right. Torque's a little high on one engine. We'll bring that one back. Whoa, what the hell was that? .343 over the ground, guys. Progress page shows what? Something wrong. Either that or I'm going the wrong direction. Oh yeah, I got like back and forths going on here. I gotta figure out what's going on. Some back and forths. After churn, it's LCH. That's why. Still doesn't quite look right. Sorry, but you have to do this. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's not going to matter. There's no airports to land at, so it's going to be mountain landing. There's no airports at all that I can see here. Oh, there's one way over there. All right, we got churn there. The flick move was epic. 100% it was. Sorry, Chad, I didn't see it. Did they completely improve resolution? Did the key... no, actually, didn't. I think what it was is the yellow... Well, it might have had a haze across it because of the yellow text. It's possible. It is very possible. So... maybe this isn't correct. What if we... do this? It still doesn't look right. Still not right at all. J-Lap, right? But on ascent, the engine then burns green, later shakes violently, and that one goes out at 142. There's a fuel release and active fire near the engines, but coming out about 15 seconds. The other two engines burn until for another 2 minutes. Even if there was an intent to shut that engine down first, it seems clear that the way the other two engines shut down is very different from the violent nature of the first shutdown and fire afterwards. I agree 100%, J-Lap. I agree 100%. I think it is clearer now, Chad. I think it really is. I'm just trying to figure out how this looks a little better. Maybe. Progress page shows 554 miles, which probably makes a little more sense. No, you're 100% right, Solo. My instruments are on. They're either 17s or 19s, Replica. I think it's two 17s and a 19. I think that's what it is. I got a 17, a 17, and a 19, or a 15, a 15, and a 17. I'm not 100%. I don't quite remember. No, they weren't expensive at all. I think these came out of a garbage dump. And then I ripped all the plastics off them and attached them to the back. Actually, it looked very crispy, Quirt. Like, I think it's a good thing the thing exploded, because I think it would have cost them a lot of time and effort to try and rebuild some of that stuff. But I think they got enough data that they will analyze for weeks, that data. And the telemetry that they would get showing different temperature sensors, forces, thrust, all kinds of things. I'm sure they would have got some amazing information from that. Well, yeah, so JLAP, that's kind of the thing as well. But you know that even if there was a PR person, they would only be saying what Elon told them to say anyways. Ship 1986, good night from Spain. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Oh, for sure, I agree, JLAP. They probably got so much information out of that, they'll be keeping people busy for a very long time. His company were paying for it. Yeah, in a way, that's true as well. But where would we be today if the U.S. government put all their money into Boeing? We still wouldn't be having astronauts at the space station. Or they'd be in some uncomfortable... I mean, if you look at what Boeing's building, it looks identical to the Russian Soyuz. Yeah, when they were landing Falcon and trying to perfect that, they blew up a few rockets as well. Little bit of wind shear and stuff going on up here by the looks of things. But you know what? The Raptor is still an engine that is massively still in early development, right? Oh, exactly, JLAP. You're 100% right. Replica, I think you should, man. I would love to see that. I really, really would love to see that. Super easy to do as well. Quirt, that's exactly what it is. You can't learn if you don't, for sure. Easy for me to say that, yeah, but it's actually really, really easy to do. It can be as easy or as complicated as you want it to be. You could go to Flight Illusion and you could buy all the instruments and they'll just plug in and interface directly with their little card and away you go. You just have to do some switches. You may pay me to come there and build it. Yeah, it'd be awesome. As long as COVID's done, I'll come travel for you. Well, it's a dinosaur, of course, reading Rich. I kind of like what do they call the engines on the Falcon 9? Those aren't Raptors. What do they call them? Do you remember what they call the ones on the Falcon 9? Or on Dragon? I didn't think they were Raptors. I didn't think the Falcon had Raptors on it. Double check, because Draco's on the capsule, but I didn't think the Falcon 9 had Raptors on it. Merlins, thanks, Quirt. That's right. They were Merlins. So the Raptor is still brand new in development. That's right. Merlin engines are what's on Falcon 9 and on the heavy one that they use as well. Yeah, so Replica, the best thing to do, 100%, would be to, if you're just getting started, is buy as much off-the-shelf product as you want. Or, if you want to go with, get your basic 6-pack from Flight Illusion, which you can, and then go to, somewhere like Real Sim Gear and get the GTN 750. That'll give you the full GPS, or buy Real Sim Gear's G1000s. Actually, I think he's got G3000s now. The problem is the software that you run on it. That gets tricky. Amazon. Oh, blue. What do they call them? Blue something. Jeff Bezos. I bet you he's got a bit of a sore spot today after seeing that shit go down. That might not be that hard either, Replica. That might not be that hard either. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the Raptor is built on Merlin technology, just a lot bigger. And the Merlins are clearly reliable as fuck. $500 miles, guys, to the destination. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. Appreciate you guys dropping by. It's kind of fun, actually, hanging out on a Wednesday evening after such an amazing flight of SN8. It's just a little more volatile, I think, Quirt. I think it's just a little more volatile is all. I forgot to put the TCAS on. There's drone. We got him on TCAS. Still, the torque is a little high on that left engine. She's a little warm. See if I bring that back a little bit more. If I can get it to clear out of the red and then bring her back. Won't be so bad. Hydrogen would be a little bit trickier, absolutely, but I mean, if you can find water in space, you could devise a way to extract the hydrogen, right? And give you unlimited fuel. There's actually a plasma type engine that they're playing around with right now. Yeah, I don't know what happened, Solo. First, SN8 was there, and then poof, it was gone. But I don't know where it went. It was a really good magic trick. No, there's nothing left. Actually, I think the nose cone was sitting on the edge of the bank. I think the nose cone kind of supplies. They'll just buff out. They'll just buff that shit out and then go put it back on the launch pad. Yeah, I think reading Rich, it was the ion drive. It was something like that. It worked on plasma technology or something, I think. Most of it poofed, though. Yeah, this is true. That's right. Okay, so JLap, that name sounds familiar, but I can't remember why it sounds familiar. Oh, because he's a illusionist. Okay. Yep. Yeah, well, it's just like the RCSs that they have on the SN8, and I didn't see the RCSs doing anything today, by the way, but it was interesting because I thought that the Starlink satellites just had the compressed gas and used like RCSs. I didn't realize they actually had engines. Yeah, JLab, I kind of figured that. The name sounded familiar, and I couldn't put my finger on it yet. It's floating around in space in orbit around Earth. Did you? Okay, so check this shit out. What about the book that Israeli scientist guy wrote that said that we have a contract already, a galactic contract with the United States has a galactic contract with aliens, and they're already working on Mars? Did it actually leave orbit? I didn't think it did, JLap. I thought it's still roaming around. Aliens looking at it, scratching their head? Yeah, exactly. Apparently, he wrote on all the circuit boards, too, made on Earth. Like they would know where Earth is. Just because we call it Earth doesn't mean anybody else will call it Earth. David Bowie was in the spacesuit. It definitely left orbit? Okay. It's 2020, so who knows? This is true. Tesla is right around Jupiter right now. Is that what they say? Huh. Who cares? Yeah. I don't know. I wish they had a way that they could have kept batteries and radio transceiver and everything on it for a while so you could track the fucking thing. His current location is 35 million miles from Earth, moving away from Earth at a speed of 4,000 miles per hour. That's crazy. Eventually it'll hit something or go somewhere, but fuck, what if an asteroid dents the paint? Buster Backdoor, thanks very much for the follow. Waste of a perfectly good car, yeah, but it was probably one that was had recalls on it. It was the real way to debunk the flat Earth people, yeah, that's for sure. Chad, better get Mako is the truth. It's holy shit, it's Jip. How's it going, my friend? I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen Bully either. Where's he been hiding? I would think she might just need to warm up a little bit. Work? You been at work or Bully's been at work? Oh, yeah. Actually, Solo would be getting closer to the sun. Actually, you'd be further away from the sun, so she'd be pretty cold now. Bully is working as well? Holy crap. Well, it's good to see you, man. Glad that you passed by. Not, obviously... Just what, a wax figure of it or something? We're getting closer, folks. We're getting closer. Still nothing down there but damn mountains. Quirt, you'll never ride on that rocket? Yeah, I wouldn't ride on that rocket either, buddy. That's one thing I will say, though. When you look at pictures of how jam-packed those guys are in a Soyuz capsule, and then see how comfortable those people were in Dragon, it was unbelievable. Talk about a lot more freedom, movement and all that stuff. Oh, I would totally give it a go. Well, so, Quirt, I think the idea with Starship is to put like 15 or 20 people on it, and the way I saw the renders, they were in like a fucking circle around facing each other. It looked very comfortable. Yeah, exactly. I did see how they were going to sit. With the big glass windows there, though, it looked pretty awesome. You love the Baby Yoda Zero G? Oh shit, that is so funny. Your kids rush to show you that? Oh, that's pretty cool, Solo. Alright, looking down there, see things, they look pretty rocky and jagged and crappy. No, Reading Rich, I don't think you can because, you know, there's too many people out there that take advantage of shit like that. "25 words, walks and talked." That's actually kind of neat. Disney making money on Star Wars shit. You ordered it in October, holy crap. Yeah, get your Christmas shopping done early to this year, folks. Holy crap. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Glad that you're able to join us. We're on our way to Lake Charles. We kind of flew right past where they did the launch, but we had to stay out of the way because of the TFR. Gotta stay out of the way of the TFR. That's the way it works. Quirt, we might actually see that in our lifetime. ILS to pad 6. Drone, do me a favor and say ILS to pad 6. Thank you. That's pretty cool. No, just watching that that thing was just unbelievable. Like, just brings a smile to your face. You know what I mean? Just a smile to your face. I wonder if I can find here. Oh wow, they've got it like on the news there already. I wonder if I can bring this over. Yeah, somewhere's here. And if I do this, try this. I don't know if this is gonna work. Whoop, wrong one. Wonder if I can do this. Alright, let's see if I can get this here. That is like the coolest shit on the planet. Well, off the planet, I guess, technically. Well, exactly. And with all the vibration and everything, what I can't get over is how clear that image is. Yeah, autopilot's engaged, Quirt. We're good. But, like, amazing. Now, what I wanted to see is JLAP says something about green when that first engine drops out. Yeah. It just amazing how the three engines so close together don't affect one another. But they're totally moving. Now, are they on gimbals? They can steer with those? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's the thing. They're only doing this with 3, but there's going to be likely probably, like, I think there's, what, 16 or something, I think, around the outside edge or something? All right, so that first one should be ready to go out here anytime. Oh, there it goes. It's like they got out of sync with each other. Because you see how it's pointing away from the other two? And then the ship's actually catching fire there, which is probably not good. Oh, for sure. They wanted to see how many engines they could shut off and the thing would still go, guaranteed. But exactly. But you can see the gimbals are moving so much more now than they were with just 3 of them going. Now 2 of them are actually struggling. And there's some anomaly off that right engine at the back where the flame isn't coming out in a nice cone shape. It's actually got a bit of a misfire action, and there's something loose flapping around there that probably shouldn't be flapping around. Exactly, JLAP. Compensating Elon's shoelace. And then they do the second shutdown anytime now. That second engine should shut down. And it shuts down and it moves out of the way. So I think the reason is because they know the gimbal has to move a lot more to keep it moving. So because it needs that clearance, they actually move when they detect that they're out. They move. But I don't know if all that extra vapor that they've got coming out around the top part of that engine is really supposed to be there. It's like there's some kind of a leak going on. I see the green or whatever he's talking about. They probably did that just to prove to Blue Origin that they can do it. They can hover too. And then he goes, what, till 5 minutes? And then he shuts it off. And it does the belly flop. Which it probably falls like a damn stone, you know? Just amazing. There, now there's a lot more smoke. It's like it's coming back down on top of itself. I wonder if that's the head pressure was starting to die there. There it goes, flame out, poof. And now they switched so they can watch both fins, which is why I think they purposely shut that one down. Like, it's coming down on its ass end there pretty good. And then by using those ailerons, they can get it to maintain a flat. Now, this is the way, guys, in case you're not familiar, this is how it's going to re-enter the atmosphere. That's right. This is how it's going to re-enter. Well, I don't know if they use the RCS, but they might have. But this is how it's going to re-enter. That's why the one side of the spacecraft is going to have the heat shield plates through the whole thing. Because this is how it's actually going to re-enter and slow itself down. Probably be a more nose-up attitude, I would think, when it's coming into the atmosphere. Well, that's true. That's 100% right. Because the RCS are only just compressed gas, right? Yep. All right, so here we come. We're still dropping like a rock. It would have been cool if they had had the telemetry on this so we could see the speed of the spacecraft. Yeah, I think there's a reason why they didn't, for sure. JLAP, if it were nose up, it may skip off the atmosphere. I guess that's possible as well. So now they've switched because they're doing the relight. Here we go. I think only 2 of them are. Oh, all that green. Yeah, you're right. It was all that green shit for the relight. Hang on, I gotta see. Here comes the flip. So they switched to the engine camera so they could watch it. 1, 2. I don't see the third one fired up. I only see 2 of them. The third one's not lit. But yeah, you're right. There was an awful lot of green out of that, which was the low fuel head pressure, probably. That's insane. That's so cool, though. Like, oh my god, that is just fucking awesome. So fucking cool. I think she melted. Yeah, there's not much. I'm amazed, though, that looks like you when you try to land the heli. This was today, Patrick. About 6 o'clock tonight. Fuck, it was awesome. The only thing is, I'm amazed. I'd like to know what the pad was made out of, because it didn't make a crater or nothing. Like, look at this. Here's look. There's no crater there. Just the fucking nose cone. Look, he can salvage one of the ailerons, just sitting there. Just sitting there. That's awesome. I would have almost peed a little bit. Like, I'd like to know how thick that concrete pad is. Look, that's totally the one nose cone and the nose cone flap are still sitting there, quite happy. They could reuse that shit. That was awesome. SN9, here we come. Absolutely amazing. Whoops. Oops. Don't do that. That'd be bad. Alright, let me get you guys off that screen. You don't want to see that garbage. That was crazy. Yeah, Patrick, it was absolutely incredible, man. Get the Zamboni. Just sweep the shit off the pad and you're good to go again. Absolutely awesome. Thanks very much for hanging out with us, guys. It's Wednesday night, November 30th, Alpha Kilo. Cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see us. We're only 360 miles out of Lake Charles. Hopefully everybody's enjoying themselves. Absolutely you can, J-Lap. Just permit them. Oh. I'm in danger. That's awesome. I'm in danger. Captain Innuendo, how's it going, buddy? Good to see ya. Joe's not trying to fly the KingAir again, is he? How are you, sir? Well, that's good. Joe thinks he's an expert now, actually. It's kind of fun. He says, I love that KingAir. I said, good. I'm glad. I knew you would. The Airfoil Labs is pretty good kit, though. It's not too bad, actually. Guys, Snyder is next. No, I haven't seen it yet, sir. I've been sort of not around too much when I haven't been streaming. Quirt loves the KingAir as well. Sweet. We all do. It's a beautiful airplane. You bought one for yourself, Quirt? Can we put failures in yours? Please? That's awesome. No, I'm not a real pilot. I started my pilot's license many years ago, but bad things happened. So I just decided, well, easier just to build my own flight simulators now. So for 20 years, I've been building my own. The CJ4 has you hooked, though, Quirt? Oh, come on, J-Lap. This thing is extremely simple. Anybody can fly the KingAir. I mean, even Dane Flats could fly the KingAir. He did. Remember, he and I did a joint stream together, and he did pretty well. Oh, Quirt. Yeah, true. Is it hard? No, it's not hard at all, man. Which is, J-Lap, it's all good, man. You gotta just get out there. It's all good. Even I can fly one. Nah, the KingAir, yeah. There's, it's just like with everything else, right? There's, little quirks, we'll call it. Not quirts, quirks. So there's sometimes the odd quirk with the KingAir, and you just got to be ready for it. You got to stay on top of the airplane. That's the biggest thing. What do you mean, Grumpy Pirate? He didn't stream on Monday? No, Nizzled, you do not need a whole cockpit set up to play. I just have a real airplane just because it makes it more fun to play. You know, I kind of wondered why we never heard from him. He usually comes into my Discord and talks to us and says, hey, are you guys coming by the stream? And it's like, for sure. But I don't remember him coming by on Monday. We did, yeah, maybe we did make Dane quit the internet. That's JLab, that's a good point as well. Is they've made so many changes. I think he likes the modded Neo, and I think the modded Neo was broke. And Christmas. People have all kinds of stuff going on at this time of year, actually. I know for me, as of next Friday, I'm off for like 2 weeks straight. So we're going to do a shit ton of streaming. And I'm going to do some painting and renovations in the sim room. Some drywall's going to go up, some paint, the hooker lights. We got to get the hooker lights set up. Star Lugo, you know he's online right now? Oh, he might be trolling. Finally put some good landings together in a string. Well, that's good. Yeah, actually, I'm not, and I will openly admit, I very rarely care about metrics. All I care about is that the people that are in the stream are having a good stream and a good time. That's really all that matters to me. And you know what? Whether we got 1 viewer or we have 100 viewers, we're going to have a lot of fun. But I have noticed that, yeah, there's definitely a big drop-off in the numbers, but that's just this time of year, man. People are doing shopping, family things. There's all kinds of shit going on. But you know what? At the end of the day, as long as the people that are here supporting me and watching the stream are enjoying themselves, and I'm enjoying myself then. JLab says, I got some time off coming up as well. I'm excited for the amount of more in-depth flying I'm planning on doing. Well, JLab, you should do some flying with me, man. Won't be burned out from work. I can work more on my VATSIM learnings, and I want to tackle some steam gauge IFR flying. Wow, that is awesome. Good for you, man. Commando Solo with 100 bits. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Well, JLab, if you can just pick one instrument, maybe an HSI or your VOR stuff, if you can pick just one thing and start working on it and get good at it and then move to the next, that's all you got to do. There's lots that we can do for sure. Appreciate the follow, Patrick Butler. Thanks, man. Good to have you with us. Start VOR, then HSI. I mean, the VOR is going to give you an understanding so that when you're looking at the HSI, it makes more sense. Because to be honest with you, the HSI is the most important, and it's probably the easiest to see and represent. The VORs, they kind of tick me off because the needles are angled, and it's not quite like the HSI that gives you that horizontal movement to show you the representation of the runway or the airway or whatever it is. The VOR radio and then knowing if you're to or from, it's a little tricky. But to be honest with you, once you get started, you'll find it's like an addiction. It'll be awesome. Grumpy Pirate cheering with 100 bits as well. Thank you very much, Grumpy Pirate. And Commando Solo. That's awesome. You guys are amazing. Appreciate your support for the stream. Bruh. Oof. Guys, we're 311 miles from the airport, 351 knots, so we should be on the ground within an hour. On the ground within an hour, we are making our way into Lake Charles, folks. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Happy Hump Day Wednesday. Speaking of which, Guyver hasn't been around in a long time either. So he must have some shit going on. Lake Charles Regional Airport is not where we're going. We're actually going to Shatnell International. Shatnell International is where we're going. Lake Charles, Louisiana. Potato. Lake Charles, Louisiana. That's where we're headed, folks. We're going to get ourselves some crawfish and some jambalaya. And if that makes you hungry, I'm sorry, but crawfish and jambalaya is what we're going for. If you guys look far off to your right, you might be able to see the smoke still coming up from the SN8 anomaly. Andy sausage. That's awesome. Drone should be around here somewhere. He's not far around. I think he's just behind us. Yep, just behind us, not too far. Thanks, JLap. Appreciate that. Guys, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to jam them in the chat. We're always willing to answer your questions. Or if you just want to shoot the shit, let her rip, Tater Chip. Currently flying over Texas right now. San Antonio just behind us. All our odds are going to YouTube. I think they're all there now. I pretty much believe I've updated everything except for the one that I had to remove. And the Grand Theft Auto one I didn't turn on publicly. What? Scotty, don't you have to go to work, my friend? It's all good, Scotty. Guys, is the audio still echoing? Or is it better? Soon, you poor bugger. I really am glad that this is the last night that you have to do that crap. And I hope that you got to tell your boss that you don't feel like doing it again. At least I hope. We got a 15-knot crosswind. Snyder's only 9.7 miles away. Then we're to do seeds, Weimer, fish, and whale. Oh, does he, Scotty? Because you're not there during the day now? Oh, shit, that's awesome. That's great news, though, because you know you won't have to do this anymore. Guys, this is also known as an ASMR stream because of the sound of those amazing PT6A XP67A engines. So, with you being gone at nights, he's got to deal with the crews during the day. So it kind of screws himself. That's funny. It's okay. I actually was told about a guy who got a promotion at work. And then I was promptly told that it's okay. I don't have to report to him. And I said, okay, works for me. We're probably going to do some more GTA on Friday. For those of you willing to hang out on Friday, we'll do our regular stream on Saturday and Sunday. But Friday we'll probably do some more of that GTA RP stuff. I know Reading Rich enjoys it, but it makes him sick. Reading Rich says, I've been having an issue with the altimeter on my last 2 flights. It's telling me I'm at 5,000 when I'm pretty much ready to land. That's even with the barrow set. So either the barrow is set wrong, or you're landing at an airport that's got a 5,000 foot elevation. Because keep in mind, Reading Rich, when I set my altimeter for the correct setting, which it's not at right now, when I set the altimeter for the correct setting, then the airport elevation is actually written on the chart. So for instance, where we're going, the elevation is at 14 feet. But the elevation of the airport we just left was at like 3,300 feet. So even though we were sitting on the ground, with the altimeter pressure setting correct, it just meant that we should be at 32 or 3,300 feet. And I'm sure you already know that, but I'm just telling you that just in case, because some people think that with the pressure setting right, their altimeter should always read 0 when they're on the ground, but that's not the case. It just ensures that with the correct pressure setting in the altimeter, the elevation that's listed on the chart is going to be accurate. What airport, Reading Rich? Give me an airport, an ICAO. What airport were you at? Neil J with the $50 donation. We got a right engine fire. Fire indication on the right engine. Right engine throttle confirmed. Right engine throttle. We're going to cut that back. Up to the fuel cutoff. We're going to confirm we've got the right engine fuel cutoff. Right engine fuel cutoff confirmed. We've shut down the right engine. We'll put in that extra rudder to compensate. Right engine confirmed, shutting down. Right engine feather confirmed. Right engine is feathered. Neil J, thank you very much for the amazing Tier 4 failure. Appreciate that. Commando Solo getting the fire flames coming up. Everyone grab a parachute. 5-4 Delta Charlie, go ahead. Yeah, something tells me I might not make it. I'm gonna carry on direct LCH myself. It might put me in a better position anyways. $50 donation courtesy of Neil J99. Appreciate that, man. Thank you very, very much. 226 miles to LCH. And the airport is 254. Whiner? Who's whining? Oh, winner! Oh, yeah, sorry, I thought there was an H in there. Oh, was he? Oh, crap. So MMCU was like 3,000 something. So if I look at that, actually, what was the elevation? It is at MMCU 4,406 feet, Reading Rich. So Runway 36 right, 4,465 feet. Runway 04, 4,446 feet. And 18 right, 4,406 feet. Wow, we've definitely got that going. Right engine's dead, you got to push the left rudder to compensate for the torque on the good engine. I would never say that, but it's part of learning, right? Reading Rich, it's all part of learning, and that's honestly, I have to say it. It's why I specifically would get angry at somebody for saying in chat, well, that's a stupid question, because I personally believe that aviation should be taught to anybody who's interested in it. So maybe, I wouldn't say you're a Muppet, maybe you just misunderstood how the altimeter works. So you could, in a way, at the ground, if you wanted it to be 0, you just have to crank the altimeter till it read 0. The problem is you don't know what you'd have to crank the altimeter setting to in order to get it to be 0 when you're in the air. So the idea is they give you a pressure setting, and that just means that when you hit the ground, you will be at the elevation that's shown on that chart. So I always want people to learn aviation. I would get very angry if you want to see me tilted, watch some person who come in here and would say, well, that's a silly question. No. That person would be removed pretty darn quick. I definitely love to share. Not JK, it's a really successful stream without at least... Oh, it is really a successful stream without at least one engine fire. Well, you know what? I think it's a successful stream as long as you guys, the viewers, come away at the end of the stream and say, oh, that was a lot of fun tonight. But if you guys get off the stream and go, well, there's 2 hours of my life I'll never get back, well, then I fail. So it's important that you guys enjoy the stream. Whether or not we get a failure or whether or not we all sit around, hold hands, and sing Kumbaya while looking at the hooker lights, then so be it. As long as when you walk away from the stream, you say, I enjoyed that stream, that's really all that matters to me. Yeah, so reading Rich, different parts of Mexico, like we were right in the mountains. We were right in the mountains there, so the elevation was very high. Not JK, that's hilarious. Alright guys, we're not that far from top of descent now. Probably about 120 miles from top of descent. Hopefully everybody is enjoying themselves. The right engine's out. We do have a fire in the right, well, had a fire indication in the right engine. A fire indication is slightly different than an actual fire. We actually don't know if it was legitimate fire, but we always shut the engine down just to be sure. Well, Solo, that's the way I look at it, because it's the same thing for me. If I can go a couple hours without thinking about work, this works for me. Absolutely amazing. Really glad to have you guys with us. Happy Wednesday to all of you. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I seriously hope that you're enjoying the stream. We're on our way, guys, to what I call Lake Charles, Louisiana. Should be kind of good. If you guys have any questions, jam in the chat. We're always happy to answer your questions. I was sitting there thinking, I normally fly shuttle from Quebec to Toronto and back, which is pretty flat. Well, exactly, Reading Rich. So when we're doing that, Neil J, you're a nightmare for my insomnia. Well, as long as I'm not a cure for your insomnia, Neil, then I guess that's all that matters. Thank you, Neil, very much for the support for the channel as well, man. I appreciate it. So, Reading Rich, I didn't realize. Do you work in Quebec or work in Toronto? Which side do you live in? Wow, look at the list on the airplane. I guess I didn't leave the rudder where I should have. We've still got that little bit of a lean. We're fighting, the autopilot will be fighting that severely. Oh, it's what you do in stream. Oh, when you're streaming, you fly back and forth. Okay, that makes sense. That would be very, very flat. Like, what's Toronto, 300 feet? Oh shit, I didn't know that. I didn't pick that up, Reading Rich. So are you from Europe, or are you actually from North America and just working in Europe right now? By the way, guys, this microphone, does this sound like a piece of shit compared to the wired one? I don't know if it sounds worse or better or what. I just know it's handy as fuck because I don't have a cable to drag around. Does it sound okay on the radio? Okay. It does sound different, for sure it does, but it's wireless, right? But it's just, for me, it's so much more convenient for going around. Well, I may not have it set up audio-wise. It may not be set up exactly right. I have to go and review the stream and listen to the audio and see if it sounded like dog shit or not and find out what I need to do. I'm a little disappointed now that I won't have control over Discord. Oh, okay. Alright, well that's good. As long as it doesn't sound like absolute crap. The ATC and the Discord, I don't have volume controls on anymore though, because I kind of need them to go into my headset. So in order for them to come into my headset, I have to kind of disable them there. So really, that's not the greatest thing. But I'm thinking there might be some ways around that. I might be able to do it. What do you mean you miss hearing disavowed? You can hear him now. Didn't that get fixed? Hold on. Solo, can you not hear disavowed? You're not coming across the stream either. Okay. Why in the shit would that be? I thought it got fixed because Disavowed made fun of Solo. I thought he heard you too, so I thought it was all fixed. Oh, you know why? It's because I'm sitting here watching, and as you're talking, the other sound isn't going up. Okay, so hang on. This is totally fixable. Fuck, I didn't realize this. Did you monitor your voice in the headset? I've never been able to because of my... Yeah, so what I find, Neil, is if I say listen to my voice, it's delayed. There's a delay, and the delay sucks. But I thought I fixed... I thought you guys could hear Disavowed now. I wish somebody had said something. So let me see... If I go back here, if I do, Talk for me, disavowed. In a second. Hang on. Okay, talk.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, so I can hear you, but I don't hear a delay or a double audio of that.
Auspicious said that it sounded like I was way far away.
Well, I might have you turn down a little bit. But now, Solo, is it real echoey, though, while he's talking? Talk some more, disavowed.
So about that launch on Elon Musk's SN8.
So is it... Oh, it does. So it does echo when he does it. Okay, so hang on.
Yeah.
I can fix...
Auspicious just brought her pad up to me, and I was listening to myself. There's an echo.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ATC back as well, because I think I know what is doing this. Because I've had this issue before, and it just means I might have to do something a little different. So hang on, let me see if I do this and put this to which one is ATC? The creative is the speakers USB audio device. Speakers USB audio, apply, and let me go back to Discord, and I'm gonna go like this, and this one actually goes to for cable creation. And before you guys say anything, what I've got to do is I've got to go here and I'm gonna do this. I probably shouldn't do this, but I can't hear it anyways. Properties, listen, and apply.
The camera froze.
Which camera froze? Oh yeah, the Brio froze. Huh.
The one that's pointing into your shot.
Yeah, hang on. What do you mean it froze? No, the stream froze. The stream froze. Okay. Because my... Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Your other streams were working okay.
Yeah, everything's good now. So, guys, can you guys hear drone now on the stream?
Testing 1, 2, 3, testing.
Can you guys hear drone? Okay, so you can hear him. No more echo, right? The echo's probably gone. Okay, so disavowed, talk for me for a minute.
No, I'm done.
Alright, I'm pretty sure the echo will be gone now. Pretty sure. I'd almost guarantee it. I see all these yips and yeses, so I don't know if that's just because they could hear things, or if that's because there's no echo. So we'll see. We'll see.
Too bad.
You're trying to make your own fucking echo? Oh, you... Fuck off. You still hear the echo? On what? On just disavowed? Or on the ATC as well? It's like he's talking in the bathroom.
Well, I am in the bathroom. Jesus, give me a break.
Or on the ATC as well.
Drone was quiet enough that you might not be able to hear it.
There, how does that sound? Does that sound better? I'll just sit here and I'll just talk into my glass of beer. Okay, this is without the beer glass.
I can hear disavowed talk, but I can't hear you talk
Hello?
anymore.
There you go.
Is that? Oh, I accidentally. Yeah, see, because when I grabbed the headset, I pushed the mute button.
That's a handy place to have a mute button.
I figured all the audio would be fixed now. But now the question is, you might get a little bit of echo from me being in the cockpit and hearing them through the speakers, but it should be okay. Although, I can't see my bloody
does this
mouse.
mean that we have to talk about Elon Musk launch all over again?
No. I'm sure they heard the Elon Musk chat. All right, let's see. I mean, really, at this point now, you guys are going back through the mixer, which is where you're supposed to be. I can actually turn that off, though, so I don't have to listen to that. There we go. Okay, all 100%, he says now. Well, I guess we'll see. I don't know if it's 100% or not, but we're going to find out. Like I said, there might be a little echo when they talk because my microphone might pick it up a little bit. But at least you guys will be able to hear them, and hopefully it won't be too bad. Sorry about the audio fuck-ups. That's my fault. I still got one engine out.
Yeah, we can't fix that from here.
No, you won't. You won't be able to. But at least the nice part is I can actually still hear you anyway. The only thing I can't hear is anything. Like, honestly, I may as well be sitting like this. Because really, the microphone is all that's working. Oh, Replica Gaming, that was Neil J99 supporting the channel like a champ. Like the champ he is. And guys, we're at top of descent. Getting close anyway. Get that set up. Get that set up for sure. We're about, 40 miles from top of descent? Yeah, what do you mean, Replica? That's not sweet. Why is that sweet? That's not sweet. It's just Neil supporting the channel. Because he's a good guy, just like you are, for all the support that you give the channel. Take out the other one. Put the cherry on top. I can easily glide 40 miles. 40 miles isn't an issue. Cool. With the wings and Santa. Perfect. That's hilarious. How's it going, Ghoul? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in on the stream, man. Appreciate you coming by. Our friend Neil has caused some issues for me, but we're not quite motoring along as we should, but we're getting there. All in good fun. Plus, we got to watch the SN8 launch, do an amazing flight, and then burst into an amazing ball of flames. That was pretty cool. That was super cool. That made my night, actually. Made my night. Watching that and then getting on the stream with you guys was absolutely amazing. Loved every second of it. So I think the idea is to try and locate a USB headset that has an auxiliary input into it. I think that is would be the cat's ass, because the auxiliary input would allow me to pipe the mixer back into the USB audio, and then that would be the cat's ass. So I got to think of another way that I can do that. There's got to be another way that I can actually add the mixer too, because when I put the stereo mix on and listen to so that I can hear it, you guys get an echo for some reason. And there's got to be a way that I can clear that up. And I think it's probably within OBS. There's probably something in OBS that I have to do to be able to get rid of that echo, and I think it's going to take just some stuff. But Neil, is the G935 have an auxiliary input as well as being wireless? That's another question to ask. What it'd be awesome is to get the wireless headset and microphone, but still have the ability to have a auxiliary input in it. See, this has an input, but it's in the headset itself. I literally would have to run the cable again, and then fuck, I'm back into the cable again. Yeah, see, mine is the jack, but it's in the headset itself. So I'd have to run a fucking cable, and I don't want to run a cable. But one cable is better than two cables, I guess. You could look at it that way. And then you guys at least wouldn't hear it, because the static electricity and all that bullshit wouldn't come across.
How far into your top of descent?
I'm 40 miles. Absolutely cool. I thought about it. For me, I don't have the headroom or the space, but the best thing I could do is use airbags that give you 2 or 3 inches of lift on all sides. You could do that. Really, the ultimate wireless headset would be a wireless headset with like a base station that you wire into the mixer. That'd be the best, with an input and an output. So you could take the input, wire it into the output of the mixer, and take the output and put it into the channel on the mixer. That would be the ultimate thing, but for some reason nobody's ever created this. It does not seem to have changed, Solo. I do not believe. I think it's the same. 3028. Oh shit, has it ever changed? Oh no, that's MMCU. That's not the right one. That's NXP, that's from the other night. KCWF, KCWF. 3009, and it's now 3010, so it did change a little bit. She updated a little bit. Too many papers laying around. I have to remember to clean them up. Yeah, exactly, Reading Rich. Well, like wireless earbuds, there's nothing wrong with those, but they don't make them with the, like, AirPods. If you could use AirPods, that'd be perfect, but they're Bluetooth, and that's still, you're back in the same situation that you're in with the USB headset. It won't interface with the mic. Oh, really? They actually have such a thing, Solo? I thought he was joking. See, the convenience of the wireless headset is awesome. That's the absolute cat's ass. Or if they would build a mixer that you could plug the USB wireless headset into, that would be the cat's ass. Just announced and sold out immediately. Figures. Anything that just says Apple on it, for some reason, gets sold out really quickly. We should be okay on the left generator right now. Yep, left generator's good still. And the coffee pot's still good, guys, which is very important. Very important that the coffee pot still be good. Actually, now that I think of it, there might be another way that I can do it as well. The problem is splitting the signal. If you could have Discord go in as its own audio device. Right now it all mixes in the mixer, which is good. But when I listen to... Oh... That might work, but it might also cause that stupid fucking echo. I'd really love to know where the echo originates from. I think that's the issue, is that stereo mix thing picks up everything, not just one thing. I think the stereo mix picks up everything that's coming in instead of just what you want it to pick up. So that stereo mix that's in Windows, I think is where it's at, but for some reason it's processing the Discord audio. I'll have to look into this more and do some more tests. Some more testing, folks. Because it shouldn't echo. You guys shouldn't hear the echo. The echo should not exist. Alright, top of descent we are. And looking at the airport. Let's bring that up. Localizer 1.5. What did the winds were? 190 at 3 knots. So 1.5 is good. And let's check some altitudes and make sure it's good. Mossy is going to be at a lot higher. 10 miles out. 2,000. Shekvu. 1,900. Yeah. That's correct. And Shekvu Should be at like 2,000. And we can start down. There. Perfect. Get your predictions in, as Solo said. And LCH is going to be at, let's say, 3,000. $24.70 at once. And bring the speed back. Yeah. Reading Rich. You missed all of that. Internet crashed? Well, that's no good. You don't want the internet to crash. But Reading Rich, get your prediction in. It's an awesome chill stream. We love that. The ASMR. Can you guys still hear the airplane engines? I think you said you could, right? There we go. That's looking better. The banana's coming down. Okay. Can you guys still hear me? Check, check, check.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was weird because they just shut off. At least it sounded like they shut off. Huh. Okay. Well, that was bizarre. I heard them make a noise and it was like beep. And I was like, oh shit. It is Solo, which is kind of exciting in its own. 256, bring that speed back a little bit more. And we were 3010 now. on that side. 3010 on this side. Lake Charles, Louisiana, for crawdads and jambalaya. A little crawdad, a little jambalaya. All right, what's the CTAF frequency here? Drone, I'm going over to 124.2.
Roger, 24.2.
Lake Charles traffic, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo descending through 14,500 inbound to land runway 15. We're currently 20 miles to the west, inbound runway 15 full stop Lake Charles. Don't talk about food. You're hungry. Wouldn't you like some crawdads and some jambalaya, fresh from Louisiana? Damn, they'd be good with a big fat beer to wash it down. That'd be good. I'd be all right with that. I think it would be wonderful, actually. Be a pretty good meal. All right, auto feather is going on. The auto ignition is going on. The left engine only, obviously. Seatbelt signs, they're going on. But they did not go on, or I do not hear them. I wonder if that got messed up with the audio messing around that I did. Probably. I still never tried poutine. Neil, that is something you need to try. A little bit of poutine goes a long way. All that nice thick gravy poured all over those hot gravy poured all over the cheese curds to make them melt all over the French fries, that every time you take the fork and dig it into the French fries and peel it out, all that dripping cheese goes everywhere. That ooey gooey gravy cheesy mess. It's awesome. No worries, Reading Rich. I'm sure that chips with gravy on them with a little bit of vinegar and would be awesome. It's mega, Reading Rich says, so he knows all about it. Even though you're in the UK, you still know all about it. Alright guys, 10,000 feet, autopilot is off. We can do this manually. I'm in London, UK. I'll have to find it. I don't know if you'll be able to find it there, Neil. I don't know what Bang Bang shrimp are, Auspicious, but I bet you they'd be good. I'd much rather go for a big ass porterhouse or a prime rib or something. That would be way cooler. Maybe a big fat ribeye. Oh, we just about dropped the beer in the cockpit. Wouldn't be the first, but well, sure as fuck won't be the last. What do you mean Canada used to be a part of the UK? No. Canada is a British colony, but we are our own country. It never used to be part of the UK, the United Kingdom itself. I don't know. Maybe it is, Solo. Maybe that's bad on me for not knowing as a Canadian. I didn't think we were part of the United Kingdom at any time.
It was.
It was actually...
Well, where do you think the Brits went when we kicked their ass out of our country?
Well, yeah, we are a British colony, but I didn't think we were ever a charter member of the United Kingdom. There is a London in Canada, for sure there is.
Oh, see? Oh, we have a London Bridge here.
Yeah, we've been
Lake Havasu, Arizona.
for a long time before we got our own flag.
Really? So we were part of the...
You guys were in troubles. Go ahead.
So legitimately we were part of the United Kingdom, like the Scotland and all that other crap there? We were part of that? I didn't realize that. I know that we've always been under British rule, but I just never thought we were part of the United Kingdom proper.
Too cold for them.
Yeah. I don't know, they're not that much further north than we are, but... Breaded and fried shrimp with a sweet, spicy chili sauce. Well, it'd be probably too spicy for me. I'm a bit of a pansy when it comes to spice.
Oh, no, I'm a pansy, too.
I hate spicy food. Hate it with a passion. Except for horseradish. Give me the hottest horseradish you can find, and I will take it.
Same here.
But it's because the horseradish kicks you and goes away instantly. Where you have spicy food and it burns.
You start crying, just go, this is so good.
I know, but if you have like spicy chili sauce, it burns for hours after, and that sucks. Oh, I missed one. Gui to Plasm. Thank you very much for the follow, sir. We're just coming in for a landing into Lake Charles, Louisiana. Louisiana, Lake Charles traffic, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo. We're making a left final runway 15, a full stop, Lake Charles. Wow, it's really hard to make left-hand turns with left rudder when you got no right engine. I would have been better off making right-hand turn. All right, here we go, 200 knots, 1 notch flap is set. We're still a little high. Should be a lot lower than what we are. We may have to do an orbit. We kind of messed that up. This left engine being the only one that's going here is really not being nice to me. We are way too high. There's the airport there. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. Yeah, we're going to do another orbit here and drop a little more altitude. Active Union 1801, Canadian Independence 1867. Huh. Well, there you go. I just learned something new. You might want to turn that into a downwind drone.
Yep.
I got to do one more orbit.
Okay.
Whoops, steep turn. I got him on the lights. I can see him. Solo doesn't have any confidence. He should have lots of confidence. There we go, through 6,900 and descending.
I gotta go past the runway to the other side anyway, so they were coming in at 15.
Did I do it again? Yep, you're 100% right. All right, you just carry on, and I'm gonna come all the way around. We're joining a mid-left, or we're joining a left downwind for 15. Parking brake.
Yeah, I'm heading for CEVKU.
Yeah, I kind of abandoned those when I got sight of the airport.
Yeah, it looked to me like you were going in on,
I was. I did it again. Uh-oh.
no problem.
Where did that come from? Something not right. Why did we just have the master caution come up? Exactly. Well, no, it's a left downwind because I'm making left-hand turns.
Are you low on fuel?
Nope, we're still good there, but thanks for making me check. There it is again. Oh, it's the oil pressure light on the right engine because it's feathered. Achy making a guess. Minus 100. So that's why I was so high, drone, is because I was planning on those waypoints. Yeah, no, it's not you guys for a change, it's me. When I bring the power back, the propeller stops. Even though the feather is feathered.
I'm following my feet by 750.
Yeah, I actually follow the situational awareness of where I'm at. I'm a bad pilot that way. Don't trust the instrument. All right, this is looking a lot better. Landing lights are going on. Lake Charles traffic, King Air November 30 Alpha Kilo. We're going to make a left base for runway 15, full stop, Lake Charles. That's some murky water down there, folks. Murky water. This might be a little hot, actually. All right, gears coming down. Lake Charles traffic, King Air November 30 Alpha Kilo, turning left, final runway 15, full stop, Lake Charles. Gears down, 3 green. Get below that yellow, and then I can put out the other flap. Wow, that torque on the propeller on the good engine is really tricky. I'm like constant left rudder to try and keep this thing going straight. There are quite a few airports around here. Oops. And I am not going to use reversers on one engine, so we'll just put in the brakes.
Ooh, that was nice.
I thought it felt kind of nice.
No, not you, for me.
Oh, why?
I won.
Holy crap, you win? Really?
Yeah, you had a minus 126, and I was guessing minus 123.
Wow, that's not too bad. If it was auspicious, she would have got it dead on.
She's upset right now because I'm getting the run now.
But she would have got it bang on, though.
Yeah, I forgot what she guessed. Probably some wimpy number like 20.
Which usually works for her, by the way.
Not with an engine out.
Lake Charles traffic, King Air November 30 Alpha Kilo, we're clear 15 left, and we're standing by for the landing traffic. Who is right behind? Keep it in the family.
Lake Charles traffic, November 54 Delta Charlie is on a long final.
I think I'll take that 150 out of her account.
Jeez. You don't look like you're that long of a final. I could see you off in the distance.
Yeah, I don't exactly know then.
You're probably on a 10-mile final, maybe.
Yeah, about that.
See if I could spin around a little bit more while we're waiting. There we go. That's right, Solo. Thank you. We'll just wait for drone to get down, and then we'll taxi over and figure out where we're going to go next. See if I can pick them up on TCAS. Actually, you're just coming up on 10 miles now, drone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm 5 miles from Dayak, so I'm thinking I'm about 10 miles out.
Yeah, on me, on the range rings, you're just coming up on the 10-mile range ring now. That big bright white light that he's got for the landing light, you can see it perfectly. On Sunday night, drone made an amazing landing. Really looked awesome. And guys, just as a reminder, you guys can fly along with us too. In the Discord, I always post the flight plan in advance. Now we're flying on the POSCON network. Sometimes I fly on VATSIM, sometimes I don't. But you can always fly along with us anytime you like. If you're not familiar with the Discord, here's the link. And you're more than welcome to join the Discord. And I also put stream notifications in there, as if I have to cancel a stream or move it up, change the times or something, I'll always post it in there, just in case you're interested. I can actually... Can you still hear me, Disavout?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, these things shut off again for some reason. I don't know why.
Lake Charles traffic, November 54 Delta Charlie is in a 5-mile final.
I do the route the day after the stream. That's a good idea, Reading Rich. Oh, Aki, I saw the pictures, man. It was all wrinkled. What the shit? Oh my god, yeah, I think it is some kind of power. Oh my god, are you kidding me? You can't pick up the Mylar cheaper than that? Oh my god. What caused it to wrinkle like that in the first place, by the way? I'm just curious, what caused all that shit to begin with? Because I saw the wrinkles and I was like, oh, that's not good.
Oh, here he comes.
Yep. You can see him off in the distance there. He's on a 2.5 mile final. Maybe a 3 mile final, actually. There we go. Now he's at the 2.5. So guys, we stream again on Saturday night, but we may do a Friday night stream of Grand Theft Auto RP. But Saturday night we'll be back in the KingAir. We'll be leaving Lake Charles at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific. We'll leave on Saturday. Yeah, exactly. Well, see, Aki, I know a guy that bought Mylar pretty cheap wasn't that much money, and he designed a vacuum system with an Arduino to monitor the pressure. And if the pressure got too much, the Arduino would change. Chili Willy's hosting with 17 viewers. Appreciate that, Mr. Chili Willy. I was just going to do the same for you. We're just about done. We were just watching drone land. Absolutely welcome to all you amazing viewers of Chili Willy's stream. Appreciate the host. We were just landing. How's it going, Chili? Nice landing, drone. Well done, sir. Well done, drone. That looked excellent.
I got to back up.
Sounds good.
All right, now we're going to taxi and get out of the drone's way. How's it going, Chili? How'd your stream go? Not too bad, I hope. We only have one engine running because of Neil J99 failing the right engine with a donation to fire indication on the engine. It was bad. All right, there we go. Oh, Aki, you're hilarious. All right, strobes are off. Auto feather and the auto ignition on the left engine is off. Bleeds and blowers are off. Flaps are up. And the generator's good. I don't even know where to go here, to be honest with you, but we're going to go over here next to all these really big airplanes. Over here to all these really big airplanes. Lake Charles, guys, will be departing here on Saturday night at 2400 or 0 Zulu, whichever you prefer, on Saturday night. Departing here and making our way to somewhere else fun and exciting. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream tonight. Do we have a plan, Disavowed?
In the queue.
Sweet. Alright, what do we got? We're gonna go around here.
Oops, it bumped me out.
Simba. What in the shit is that? Oh, it's like a
Okay, you didn't see anything come up on your screen, did you?
I hope not yet, because I'm not ready for that. But it didn't happen. Last time it didn't happen either, to be honest with you. It worked. It worked, but I didn't get the notification anyway.
Okay. Aviator.
Okay, perfect.
Aviator.
Yes, Mr. Canadian himself.
Mr. Canadian himself.
I love it. Alright, we're going to park right here.
I must have clicked on outside the square.
Outside the square. Alright, parking brake is set. Avionics are off. Taxi lights are off. Recognition lights are off. Tail light is off. Pitot heat, windshield heat, that's all off. The other generator's coming off. TCAS, the prop sync is all off. Engine, the good engine, is cut off, and feather. Seatbelt signs, which aren't bing-bonging for some reason. I have an issue that I caused there when I was messing with the audio settings.
We just lost you.
And apparently we're already over there.
Full